Hey everyone, welcome back to 12 Days of Christmas Extravaganza with Daisy and Christy. We are on to day 5, which is 5 warm wool mittens, or anything that kind of gives you that cozy clothing, winter clothing type of feel. So I am just kind of flipping through, showing you my idea of where I'm planning to work off. You just saw me do my 3 Jolly St. Nick's 2 days ago. So I'm going to pull in and do another one. I'm not exactly sure because I'm creating this before the day has actually happened. I don't actually have my photos yet. So this is one of these things where I kind of prep my pages and make a few of these type of spreads with an idea of what I know is going to happen, because it's December. It's going to be cold one day. And as I'm filming this, and I'm actually recording this on the 5th of December, it is -1. It's freezing. It's so cold. And we had our first frost today. So I think that I will actually probably be using this as my day number 5, even though that's right, I'm doing another 2x2 square pocket page. I know you just saw one, but I can't help it. I love these. They are my favorite thing to add into my December daily. Partly because, especially when I'm doing a challenge for something like this, where I need to add a bunch of things that probably aren't going to coordinate on a layout without making, in my case, like I can never make them work without it looking like I just threw a bunch of stuff on it to make the challenge work. But I can somehow manage to make this work in 2x2 squares. So that's my plan here. I am going to kind of use, my idea here is I'm going to have 3 places for photos, and you're going to see it kind of move around, and the final image is a little bit different than what I waved to you at, but you'll see it. It works perfectly. So I'm not completely sure. I know I need to get 5 either hats or scarves or sweaters or something that represents a warm piece of clothing onto this layout. So my first one, as you can see, is the burr. I use the mittens to kind of hang off that. My penguin with the scarf is number 2. And then I placed that little hat on him to be number 3, and I love that. Number 4, I'm thinking, is that cute little snowman. I counted him just as 1. And then I thought I would just dangle off another another pair of mittens, and that would be my 5. But like I said, it does change, so you'll see. And so now I am trying to play with my number, and where I want my number, I'm thinking I should do a square up there. And I have these really fun Pink Fresh Studio squares that came from, I think it was last year or the year before, December daily kit. And I'm trying to think, like, that would look really neat. The problem is the color is a little off. These colors are very much blues, like true blues, like navy and a lighter blue, whereas the squares that I'm working with here, the red matches, but the other color, it's like a tealy blue, and it really doesn't actually match. So I am going to give it up. But I tried a bunch of times to make it work, but I do end up giving it up, and you'll see, like I said, what my final result is there. And then I decided to just use a stock photo, basically. So this is some photos of me and my kids just taking selfies to send to their dad one day. And I thought this would work well to kind of help me figure out where I want my photo placement to be. And that, what you see right there, I believe is actually the finished where everything's going to be. But like, again, I move things around. This is the problem with 2x2 pocket pages with me, is I can never make up my mind. I have a few things that I know for sure need to be down there, and I'll put them down and glue them down, and then I just keep tweaking it until I'm absolutely happy with it. And it can take me a while. Like, this spread took me all day yesterday to work on. I just was playing. I took little bits of time to do it. I have a very, well, she's not as sick as she was, but I had a very sick 8-month-old on my hands yesterday. And so in between giving her tons of comfort and cuddles, I just worked on this, and I was able to get it done. I even, you'll see the light kind of change, and I woke up super early this morning. I was up at like 3 a.m. and I couldn't sleep. So I ended up finishing it up, and I'm so happy with the way this turns out. So you can see I've kind of rearranged things. I've moved a photo up at the top there. I've used the number 4. I wish that I could actually use this one as day 4, except yesterday, which was December 4th, is going to be about Nora being sick. So it's not going to fit because this is talking about cold weather. Because that number actually fit the color tones perfectly. And I didn't have another number that had all those 3 colors in it. So I was a little sad, but it would have worked perfectly. And then I go ahead and I switch out. You can see I switched out the snowman for the sweater because I was thinking about doing cold weather, and then I decided that nope, I'm going to title this, even though it says Happy Winter, I'm going to put Sweather Weather, except you guys, I was doing this at 3 a.m. and my brain wasn't working, so I'm aware that I am trying to misspell the word sweater. Don't worry, it gets fixed in my final image. I just tried to throw in an H in there, so it was sweather. The things you do at 3 a.m., right? But I really love it. So I'm starting it over here thinking I'm happy with it. I'm going to wave at you, think it's all done. But then I switch it over. So what I actually end up doing is I'm going to put sweater up above the cute little penguin there. And then I'm going to use the word weather to stretch between those mountains. And it kind of hits the hat of the penguin. And I absolutely love my finished layout. There you can see it there. And please go make sure you check out Daisy's take and comment so you can enter to win a chance for a gift.